Alright, today we're going to make my poultry blend for seasoning. I've got a variety of spices here. I don't use all of this, some of it's just show and tell. But the way I do it is I use some actual poultry seasoning and then I mix some other stuff in with it. They got all sorts of different ones on the market. I usually get the salt-free because I prefer to add my own salt and control that myself. My helper today is Kaylin. I'm, of course, Ty. I like to use a digital scale when I do this because it helps me. I have a leftover container of onion powder that I'm going to use from the dollar store. I believe I might have gotten this at Real Deals in Fulton. Some of you all know where that is. Some people don't. You're not missing nothing. So what I'm going to do is I usually start with one full container of this. As you can see, it's unopened. So I want to make sure it's actually 2.5 ounces like it says it is. We'll see what it says. I'm going to dump that whole thing in there, and it actually comes up at 2.5 ounces. Imagine that. Must be their scales were right that day. And we're going to add 2.5 ounces of granulated garlic as well. There we are. And to that, I want to add about 1/2 ounce of this one, and I'm going to add 1/2 ounce of the other one, just because they got a little different scent to them, so they probably have some items that are a little different in them. So I'm just going to blend them together. Usually I would do about 1 ounce of the poultry seasoning, and you can get a scale like this for like $10 off of eBay. Even Amazon sells them. They're not that expensive. There's about 1/2 ounce of that. Actually, it's right on the money. We'll set that one over there since we're done with it. I got some other poultry seasoning here. I picked this one up when I was working up near Clifton Park, New York. There's a little place called Fred the Butcher up there. He makes his own fresh sausages and whatnot. I tried his, it was a fresh kielbasa that he had. It was really good there. So that's where I picked that one up at. I was looking for some of that at the time. And here I'm going to add some salt. Now, you can add Himalayan pink like I'm going to, or you can get some regular sea salt by Morton's as well. I like the flavors that you get out of the pink sea salt. But we're going to do about 1/2 ounce of this. We'll see what it gets to because it's kind of heavy, so. Yeah, looks like I need more. I'm going to go to 1 ounce. I don't usually measure it, I just kind of dump and pour together. So, trying to be a little more accurate so it comes out better. Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead. I'll keep going. When you get back, you can stir. And I've got some white pepper here that I'm going to add in. I'm going to only do a couple teaspoons of it, just because of the fact that the white pepper is kind of potent. If I had some black pepper, I'd probably do about 1 tablespoon, maybe 1.5 tablespoons. But I'm getting a little low on that. I'm going to have to pick up some more. And that's pretty much all I put in there. That come up to about 2/10 of an ounce for the pepper, just so you know if you're going to go by the measurements that I was doing. And I usually mix this all together, put it on my chicken. Before I put on the chicken though, my go-to is a little bit of black gold. I mentioned that in my previous video. I'm thinking about releasing the recipe. I'm still up in the air about it. But I usually just drizzle a little bit on my chicken, rub it all around, and then I coat it with my poultry seasoning, and then right to the grill. Or if you want to let it set, you can let it set. But that's all I do for my poultry rub. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. Let me know what you think.